Hello. So this is, well, not quite where it all began, but certainly this is one of the first pets produced. And it is in quite fine condition. There is a little blemish here on top of the cassette deck right here. I don't know if you can see. There's a little, yeah, the plastic on this is a little squirrely. And as typically with the keyboard, the return key is a little worn, but you know, these things were oftentimes, not always, but a lot of them started off in schools. And I see that someone has right down here scratched in the serial number with what looks like, not an engraver, but some sort of screwdriver, which is sort of, I mean, it could have been somebody at home. But it's more of a school board thing. I'm just now getting a better look at the back here. And it looks, pretty fine, pretty typical. Got some dust underneath here in the back. That's normal. This decal, wow, who would have thought it would last so long, but it's quite lovely. I think I will. I think this is wet still. No, this magic eraser is not wet. But I will probably, of course, give it a little rub down. But what really is going to happen with this soon is I've got to try and figure out what is wrong with it. I don't know if I can safely. See, this is sitting up on this monitor here. No, I am not opening it up. It is sitting just so. I probably won't even leave it up here. I do. After all these years, I don't want to see it go crashing down. So, I have another machine of this vintage that has no keyboard. Mostly because there was a fellow who really needed a keyboard. So he talked me out of it. But I think that machine works. So I should be able to test things out of here, in there, and see what's what, and determine whether what of this is working, what is not. And of course, ultimately, it would be great to be able to figure out what's wrong to make it work, or between the two of them, come up with one that is magnificent. And maybe the other one, when I know what things are working, maybe the parts can help others with their old machines. We'll see. So, this is indeed a Commodore PET, and its model number is 2001-8, which means it should have 8K in it. The RAM chips were always an issue. Anyway, do I know what's really going on in this machine? Not at all. I have not plugged it in. I'm not going to plug it in yet because I know it had issues, and I certainly don't want to further any damage if there are strange power things going on. If there are. Anyway, so do I know anything about what's going on inside this machine? Nothing. Am I going to try and figure that out? Oh yes. Yes, indeed. But here it is. I also Googled this Home Computer Center, which has proudly put its sticker on there, which I'm not inclined to take off. Firstly, it's part of the history of the machine. I don't know, well, maybe you can't even see, but the sticker's here. Also, if I rip it off, it could be taking paint off underneath, and that would not be good. So, this definitely, of course, it's the small screen version, that's what there was back then. It doesn't have on it anything to do, from what I can see, of when it was manufactured. But obviously it's fairly early on in the process. It is. So it's a good day when we can get and rescue an old pet. Not that it was in danger of being scrapped or anything, but still. Actually, way back, I never ever had one of these. I had, what did we have? It was a full keyboard. It was a small screen. It was a 2001, which I don't have anymore because it was one that we actually, I think what we did is we rented it. It was from Richrail Telecommunications, where you could get a Commodore PET, or you could get a new element for your oven or stove, or all kinds of things. But they were the ones who made the C-Link, and lots of good things came out of there. Peter Smith was the man. Anyway, but they had a thing where if you rent it for a while, you can apply all the rental fee to the purchase price of a machine. So we did that. And what we ended up getting was a 4032 40 column big screen machine, otherwise known as the Fat 40. And somewhere I still probably have that around. Where? I'm not sure. I am not. But anyway, yeah. So here it is, the Commodore 2001-8. And a pretty mighty fine specimen of a machine. It is. Now, to see if we can get it to be happy and working, well, I can't say what, because of course, until I dig into it, who knows. Certainly, if I would want to, at minimum, if the cassette drive works, but this has this plasticky trouble here, I would want to try and replace, if possible, the plastic door, or if I can't, then put a different cassette in there, although I really don't like messing with the original things. But definitely this plastic has, probably just from somebody pushing on it. It's cracked, it's got a little break in it. Mind you, that too is part of the history of the machine. Probably some kid in school was frustrated or something. Anyway, we will see what happens with this machine, and hopefully we can get it back to life. Hopefully. Anyway, so if you have any questions, comments, anything at all, don't hesitate. And over the next while, you'll see the progress, hopefully progress with this machine. I am excited. I am indeed. So, stay tuned until we meet again. Bye for now. Yeah, bye.